It's Tuckshop time.
Thanks, Mick. So it is. It's Tuckshop time. And on this episode of Millennium Memories, we're actually going to talk about a specific item. We're going to talk about the classic Sunnyboy.
Not the band.
Not the band. Do you know the band was named after?
The Sunnyboy. Is that right?
Sunnyboys.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
They tasted one of these things and went, that's a great name for a band.
That could be why. I'm going to read some of the information that Slick Mick's researched for us because I don't really have a lot to do with Sunnyboy. It was Sunny Boy, not Sunny Boys as well.
Oh, Sunny Boy.
I know what they are. I saw them. Tetrahedral packaging ice block. Many of our listeners will go, oh, I remember those.
Fond memories of those,
but
yes.
I didn't have them because I didn't want them, basically. But
they were in every tuck shop across the land back in the 90s, weren't they? Everywhere. Sunny Boys were everywhere.
Sunnyboy was a popular Australian ice block, was being the operative word, known for its distinctive tetrahedral shape and a variety of vibrant flavours. First sold in the 60s.
Holy shit, yeah, right.
It became a staple of Australian school lunchboxes and was widely available throughout the 80s and the early 90s. The ice block's flavours included, these are good names, ready? Orange Explosion, Raz Raspberry, Zap Lime, and my favourite, Glug Cola.
That sounds delicious. Glug Cola.
Goopy. Yeah. With special limited edition flavours like pineapple.
Oh, okay.
And Buzz Blackcurrant. There you go.
So poor old pineapple just got pineapple. Everyone else got some kind of cool ring to it.
Piss poor pineapple.
PP.
PP. The Sunnyboy brand was bought by National Foods in 1991, which apparently led to a decline in their availability. The icebox continued to be sold in 3 flavours after it was bought out, and the product gained attention with the popular 1 in 5 instant mint competition. Well, you put a competition on something, people buy it, right? That's just how it goes. We might do that for this show. You could win a free. You could win a Sunnyboy. Of all the things you could win a free Sunnyboy.
Not just one, a whole case of them.
Oh,
don't even Sunnyboys.
Don't even go there.
That's a case, isn't it?
In the 90s, Sunnyboys expanded into related products like Sunnyboy Jelly.
Never heard of it.
And Sunnyboy Cordial.
Never heard of it.
But that seems like a logical transition.
It does, yeah.
However, after years of declining sales, the product was discontinued in 2016, so quite late.
Okay.
By the Daily Juice Company. They must have purchased
Acquired
it
at some point.
Reduced consumer demand. I think because Zupa Dupas became so big.
Yeah.
And they were easier packaging.
Wait, that was the killer of those things. They'd take you 15 minutes just to cut the top of them.
Then you cut your mouth.
Yeah. You cut your mouth on this hard silver paper that you'd be bleeding everywhere trying to eat an ice block.
The orange explosion and lip explosion. Ripping your mouth.
What are you sucking on there? A bit of Glug Cola?
That's blood cola.
Blood cola.
In 1998, Sunnyboy made an appearance in the famous Agro's Drink and Freezy show bag at the Sydney Royal Easter Show, making it solidifying its place in Australian pop culture. And the Sunnyboy was featured alongside the Agro show bag, which was a fan favourite. Now, what is Agro?
What is an Agro?
Tell us, Chris.
What is an Agro? Who is an Agro, you ask? So Agro is a famous Australian public character performed by Jamie Dunn. So massive. He has his own TV show. Known for his cheeky, mischievous personality, Agro first gained popularity on Agro's Cartoon Connection from 1990 to 1992 on Network 10, where he hosted children's cartoons with witty, sarcastic humour.
Witty's a stretch.
Filthy. Filthy. Agro was filthy.
A sex pest.
He was a sex pest. If you go back and watch it, poor old Anne Marie, she's the cop it.
Oh, she used to cop it.
I think she liked it secretly. I think she liked it. Well, that's going to get kicked off YouTube, but anyway. Unlike traditional kids' TV hosts, Agro is edgy and irrelevant jokes, along with his playful interactions, playful being the word, with the audience, made him a standout character.
So Agro's name, the word aggro, is Australian slang for aggression or aggravation, and Agro is sometimes said to have the surname Vation. So aggravation. That's terrible. No one ever called him Agro.
No, it was just Agro.
It's just Agro. It's just Jamie Dunn with his hand up a puppet, being rude to everybody. That was it. Really. It was funny, though.
It was Jamie Dunn being Jamie Dunn. Yeah.
Realistically, His humour was adult, sexual suggestion, cursing. Well, the thing is, it wasn't like that so much on Agro's Cartoon Connection. So on the show, he wasn't there just
being
going
a sex
wild.
pest. Yeah.
No, he made some jokes, but ultimately he was pretty tame. The reason that people remember or think of Agro as being this wild character that was rude and horrible is because I don't know who leaked it, whether it was Jamie Dunn or whether it was Channel 7 or whatever, but they leaked B-roll footage and put it on YouTube.
Right.
And Jamie Dunn was being, obviously, he's joking around with Anne-Marie, or whoever the host was at the time. There's been a few different hosts. And they're mucking around and he's swearing and saying stuff that's inappropriate. But that wasn't what was aired.
And it was only intended for the people within the studio at that
That's
time.
right.
For the people who were there.
That's right.
It wasn't intended for TV, of course, like most things. It got out, and of course, that was the end of that.
The digital world.
The end of fun. Yeah.
But one of the things that was cool about Agro was that he was a fan of rugby league, which we're both fans of. And we're from Brisbane, and Jamie Dunn's from Brisbane. And Jamie Dunn, little did people know, Jamie Dunn was actually a drummer in a band in Brisbane, and he'd been around a long time in the Brisbane music scene. I can't remember the band's name. I don't know what it is. But he also was a massive fan of one of rugby league's icons, one of my favourite Australian rugby league players, the King, Wally Lewis.
King, Sir Walter.
So the whole time, Agro would always be banging on about Wally Lewis. And in other states, in other places in Australia, I don't think they cared.
They didn't care, no. No, what would they? No.
We did. In Brisbane we did, because he was the Australian captain, the Queensland Maroons captain, the Brisbane Broncos captain, later the Seagulls captain. If you don't know who Wally Lewis is, turn us off. Turn us off. We don't want to know you.
He's the Emperor of Blank Park.
The Emperor.
Have
you got a statue? I don't have a statue.
I don't have a statue. I don't think I'll get a statue either.
The King has a statue.
He does. He absolutely has one right out the front of a big football ground, actually.
Yeah. I think it's time we started to share our Sunny Boys with somebody else now.